Hey guys, and welcome to my Aviansies guide for 2018. This is a mid-level focused guide, but you can also do it as a high level if you want to. So as for the requirements and the setup, you need at least 70 range to efficiently kill them. I'd recommend 70 defense as well for Armadillo. As you see in the mid and high level setups, they don't really differentiate so much at all. The high level just has an aura on by chance and a higher tier weapon, and that's because you don't need any better armor than Armadillo at this place, as you'll see in the video in just a bit. So yeah, the mid-level setup, a kiln isn't really mid-level, but you can use a skill cape, obby cape, or a gold cape, blood fury for extra healing, war priest boots because they're cheap, blah blah. Ring of Fortune is a very cheap ring and you should be able to afford it, it's just 2 mil. Armadillo and a crystal bow. You can also have a Elder short bow for some reason. You can use a black salamander, which is also 70 range, which requires Harlander tar as ammunition. And if you're higher level, of course, use a royal crossbow or a Zarite bow, which also makes them non-aggro to you. As for the inventory, just take some ranging potions and prayer potions. You can take a bone crusher and demon ore necklace here because they do drop bones, and you can occasionally switch your necklace to get back some prayer. They also drop herbs, hence why there's a herbicide in the inventory for some free herbal experience. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can just do it without it. Some sharks just in case. If you're low level you might need food, but I doubt it, especially if you're using the vampirism aura, which I also recommend. It's kind of cheap. I think it's 23k loyalty points, so if you have those laying around, buy it because it's really worth it for all kinds of training. And they drop noted items, so that's why the other inventory spaces are empty, and they're actually quite decent money per hour for lower levels. Or Iron Man, you can get yourself some bars, battle staves, some runes here and there, so yeah, it's quite nice. So if you don't know how to get there, just follow the video by teleporting to Trollheim if you have completed the Edgar's Ruse quest. If you do not, you require rock climbing boots, and then you have to walk there all the way manually. If you don't know how to walk there with rock climbing boots, check one of my God Wars Dungeon 1 boss guides, as I do in that video, and I didn't want to include it in this video. And then just go south into the boss room as you see in the video, and there's where the Aviansies and spiritual Aviansies are located. So yeah. As for the mid-levels, you just want to pot up here and maybe even bring a bunyip for some extra healing. They are 200 to 250,000 experience per hour with a tier 70 weapon when you're picking up the drops. Possibly, if you're not picking up the drops, which are noted adamant bars and stuff, which you want to be picking up because they are profit, you might be able to get 300 plus K experience per hour. And as you can see, the health is being sustained quite nicely with the Blood Fury, Bunyip and Vampirism. The Bunyip might be a little bit overkill actually, but yeah, if you're a lower level, I think it might come in handy. And if you're not using a Vampirism aura, definitely bring the Bunyip. Now this clip is sped up 4 times, and for some reason Sony Vegas doesn't allow me to speed it up more, so I might just cut the last bit out. Now if you're a high level, you can get upwards of 400,000 experience per hour here by using aggression potions, a T87 bow called the Decimation, which has an AoE ability, special ability, that makes your attacks AoE for 10 seconds. It is quite hard to use here because the Aviansies are spread apart quite often and they're hard to hit. And if you hit something on the ground, it doesn't hit the Aviansies in the air with the AoE ability, so yeah, it's kind of tricky. But this is a way of training, but I wouldn't recommend training here as a higher level, as the Abyss and Chinning and some other methods are just so much better experience per hour. But that was the end of my Aviansies guide. Hope you guys enjoyed and found this video helpful. Drop a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more guides and loot videos from my channel.